Hey guys, welcome back. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sick this week. I think we've been abusing the air conditioning too much here. But anyways, I want to talk about three things in today's video. First is Bitcoin versus US dollar technical analysis. The second thing is Bitcoin dominance versus altcoins. And third thing is Bitcoin Cash price action. So I'm going to start with Bitcoin versus US dollar. These are the one-day candles from Bitfinex. I have been seeing other people's technical analysis these past days and weeks on Bitcoin, and I was seeing a few analysts seeing a triangle here, something like this, of a symmetric triangle, and then this triangle being broken here and calling for the upside. In my opinion, the triangle was not broken. The triangle is actually completed now after this past drop here, which happened yesterday. And as we can see, the price touched the bottom of the triangle, which was at the same level with the moving average, and now it's bouncing from here. This is a symmetric triangle which signals for continuation. If we see, the price was coming from the upside down when entering the triangle, which means we could be seeing continuation on the downside. But also, I mean, this triangle could be starting like anywhere here, here, or here. It's very difficult to interpret this because right before this triangle, the price was coming from an uptrend, which means since this is a symmetric triangle, it could, and it signals for continuation, it could continue to the upside as well. So sorry about that. I cannot be specific always in every analysis. Sometimes I have to be 50-50. This triangle could be broken on the upside or on the downside, which means it's more safe to wait for it to be broken before entering any position. With this being said, the price action, which is more important than patterns and indicators, the price action is bullish, because if we remove all the lines and the triangle and everything, we can see that now the price is above both moving averages, and moving averages are uptrending. So, well, this one started to go down, but the price is still above both moving averages and uptrending. So the daily candles show a strong uptrend here, which means I would favor more for a bounce here and continuing in the upside. And also the RSI, which is one of the only indicators I use together with volume. The RSI shows that there's no more divergence now. As we can see, this top here in the RSI and this top here in the RSI are about the same level, which are on the price is this top here and this top here, which are at the same level as well. It means there's no divergence. It means the price is not overbought or oversold anymore. It's more stable now, because it's been going down and sideways for enough time right now. That's why the divergence on the RSI disappeared already. So because of this and the price action, I would favor more a bounce on the upside than on the downside. But we need to remember that this symmetric triangle has equal chance of breaking up or down. So always better to wait for it to break before entering any trading position here. Now, let's go to the Bitcoin dominance versus altcoins. I think the Bitcoin dominance, it's been going down too much and too fast, and I think it found some support here at 33% more or less, and I expect a bounce here. I expect a bounce and Bitcoin going up, but a bounce doesn't mean a reversal. I don't think it's going to start uptrending from here. There's no reason to think it's going to reverse. You need to always assume continuation. But of course, no chart goes in the same direction forever. It needs to have bounces, whether it's in the upside or on the downside, depending if it's an uptrend or a downtrend. But whatever the direction is, it will bounce the opposite direction temporarily before continuing in the same direction. So I expect a bounce here, maybe to up to 45%. I'm guessing a little bit here. I don't want to give a target right now because I didn't do any analysis on this. But my point is, I expect a bounce here and I expect everybody to start hyping Bitcoin again. When you see a bounce and dominance, everybody's gonna start thinking that Bitcoin is going to $1 million and all that. But what I think is gonna happen, it's gonna be only a temporarily bounce before continuing on the downside. So don't get trapped there. Be careful. Watch for bull traps here because it's gonna have to go up quite a bit, before continuing on the downside. So I expect this to bounce. I expect people to be hyping Bitcoin and hating altcoins temporarily here for a few days, maybe weeks. I don't know how long. So be careful if you're holding altcoins, because while Bitcoin is bouncing here, most altcoins are going to be punished, and most altcoins are going to suffer. But with this being said, I think some altcoins are going to continue to outperform Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin Cash is my #1 in the list. And I know I talk a lot about Bitcoin Cash, and maybe some people is gonna think that I'm saying this because I hold Bitcoin Cash and I'm always bullish on Bitcoin Cash. It has nothing to do with me being holding Bitcoin Cash. I hold a good amount of Bitcoin as well, so it's not that I'm biased in this. It's pure technical analysis here. It's not about emotions or anything like that, or being attached to Bitcoin Cash. What I was showing yesterday is this chart. This is the chart for Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin, and these are the weekly candles. Actually, let me just refresh this here. The price was exactly here when I posted this, and you can see I put this box 1 week to start 1 week after, and I put the entry point all the way down here because I expected downside for 1-2 weeks here, and then excuse me. And then that was the entry point or the bouncing point, and after that I expect upside. So if we play this, we see 2 new weekly candles. We see that the price went all the way down to bounce exactly on my entry point here, and now is bouncing. These are again the weekly candles. So this candle started yesterday. This candle is 2 days old, and for 2 days it's a green candle, which means it's already outperforming Bitcoin. Of course, I could easily be wrong, and this could reverse and continue on the downside. I mean, you never really know. That's why you want to set the stop losses and all that. But if it happens, what I think it's happening, it means from this week, from this moment on, Bitcoin Cash is already outperforming Bitcoin, and it'll continue to do so for the next weeks from here on. But just in case I'm wrong, I hold some Bitcoin as well, and actually I did get some Bitcoin when it was at 14,000 more or less, which I used my earnings from BitConnect to get a little bit of Bitcoin at 14,000. I think that was a good safer entry. But yeah, I think that's all. Be careful with the Bitcoin bounce, because some altcoins are going to suffer, but I still think some altcoins will continue to outperform Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash is my #1 for this. So I hope the concept is clear. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.